Welcome students. Today we are going to learn about a very important topic, and that is Vancouver referencing style for journal writing. Now as you all are into academics degree course, you all have to write the journal, okay, after every practical. So in that you are told to write the journal reference for that particular experiment. Now how you should write that reference, okay, that we are going to discuss in today's topic. So first of all, what are references? Okay, so whenever you perform an experiment and you write the same in your journal, okay, at that time you have to give a proof that on what basis you have performed this experiment. Okay, so for performing that experiment you have carried out a lot of literature work. You must have studied various pharmacopoeias or various manuals which are available to perform the experiment. Various books are available, practical books, into it detailed experiment is written. So what you have referred before carrying out that experiment, that becomes your reference. Okay, and whenever you perform that experiment, okay, you have to acknowledge what the work is done by the previous scientist related to that topic. Okay, so acknowledging the work, okay, which is done previously, okay, that so it is proved that the work done by you, it has some authentic scientific base. Okay, means it has to be it has to be some scientific base. Okay, it has to be authentic work. Okay, so for that, to show that the literature work, it has some authentic scientific base, you are going to write the reference. Okay, now what can be a reference, what can be used as a reference material, what can be used as a used for literature search. So it can be a pharmacopoeia, it can be a book, it can be an article from a journal, it can be encyclopedia, it can be papers which are presented at different conferences. It can also include conference proceedings, articles from newspapers, then some government reports are also considered as a reference, then thesis or dissertations, web pages, social media part can also be included in the reference, then lecture notes, audiovisual material, some personal communication, etc. All of these forms a reference. Okay, so all these literature work can be used as a reference. So what are the important components of a reference? Now whenever you are going to write a reference, what information you have to give about that particular literature work, so that the reader or the person who is reading that journal, he will come to know exactly what reference you have used. Okay, so for that it is very important, the manner in which you present the reference, it should have four important answers to four important questions. Okay, so it helps to identify it uniquely, it will help to identify the reference uniquely. Now the first and the most important question is, who did the work? So it is the author. Okay, so you have to write the name of the author in your reference. Then when the work was done, so here you will have to write the date. Now here you have to basically give in what year the reference was published. Okay, then what is the name of the work, the title of the work is important over here, and where can one find it, that is the retrieval information. So now what are the different referencing styles? Okay, now I guess you all must be aware of what referencing style you should be using, but let us see for what disciplines we different referencing styles are available. So when you are dealing with the field of education or psychology and sciences, at that time you can use this APA style of referencing. When you are working in the field of humanities, you have to use this MLA style of referencing. In business, history and fine arts, you go for Turabian or Chicago. In medicine, we are going to use Vancouver or NLM, the National Library of Medicine. This referencing style we are going to use throughout our work. Okay, then for economics, Harvard style is used. For engineering and IT, IEEE's style is used. For the in the field of sciences, ACS, Chicago author date and Harvard styles are used. In political science, APSA is used, and in law, Blue Book or OSCLO, that is Oxford University standard for the citation of legal authorities, that style is used. Okay, so now as we deal in the field of medicine, our focus will be on the Vancouver style of referencing. We are going to use that style. Okay, now let us see what is the Vancouver referencing style. So whenever you write an article in the journal, okay, at that time you have to cite the reference. Citation means what? Whenever you write anything, okay, at that time that it is you get that material from the literature search, what you whatever you have done. Okay, so you have to cite it, means what? You have to acknowledge that work and you have to write the reference from where you have taken that particular information. Okay, so that is citation. So you are going to cite the reference in your journal. Okay, now during citing, what you have to do in particularly Vancouver style of referencing, you have to give a number. You have to give a number to that reference. Okay, and at the end you will be writing the bibliography, means in the work you just cite the reference in the numerical order 1 2 3 4 5, and at the end you are going to write the full reference using this Vancouver referencing style. Okay, so Vancouver, it is used in medical sciences and it is a numeric style. The references when mentioned, they have to be numbered consecutively in the order as they appear. Okay, now let us see, this is the most important point, how to write the reference for a book. Okay, we are going to see different different reference material, what type of sequence or what type of style is used in the Vancouver referencing style. Okay, so now we are going to learn how to write the reference for a book in Vancouver style. For a book reference, the first and the most important thing is you have to give the name of the author. Okay, now how you are going to give the name of the author? You will write this author's surname followed by the initials. Okay, then a full stop, then you will write the book title, full stop, edition, full stop, then you will have to write the place of the publication, where the publication was done, then colon, then publisher, semicolon, year of publication, full stop, and at the end you will be writing the page number. Okay, so now for example, this is a book, it is Essential of Pharmaceutical Pre-Formulation. Okay, now let us see the page of this book. So here we have opened this book. Okay, now you can see here, this is the title of the book, Essentials of Pharmaceutical Pre-Formulation. Who are the authors? Simon Gaisford and Mark Saunders. Okay, so it is published by Wiley Blackwell. Then you can find other information like what is the year of publication. So you can see this edition was first published in 2013. Okay, and you will also get the place of publication in the second page. See, you will find the address of the registered office, it is at the Sussex and United Kingdom, UK. Okay, so we have got the necessary information, and for example we are writing about solubility. Okay, so we have referred this chapter, particular chapter of solubility, and we have taken this book as our reference. Okay, now let us see how we are going to write the reference for this book. So first you write the surname, Gaisford S, Eth stands for and Saunders M. Okay, these are just the initials. Then full stop, Essentials of Pharmaceutical Pre-Formulation, full stop, West Sussex. Now this is the place of the publication. Okay, who is the publisher? Wiley Blackwell. What is the year of the publication? 2013. And what page number we have referred? We have referred it for solubility. So we have taken the material, or we have referred the material which falls in the page number 65 to 70, right? So we have written the page numbers as 65 to 70. Okay, so so for example, you have taken you have referred the same book for other topics as well. So what you have to do, you just have to write comma over here and you will be writing the other page numbers over here. Okay, so there is no need to repeatedly write the same reference 2 to 3 times. You can just write a comma over here and then page numbers of the next topic. Okay, so you can see here is the author's name with the initials, then comes the book title. Just refer this. Okay, keep this in mind and see how we have written the reference. Next is the place of publication. Now for this book there is no edition, so we are not writing the edition, but if there was any type of edition like second or third or fourth, so here it would have come fourth edition. Okay, then next is the place of publication, then is the publisher, year and the page number. So we have written this reference in the style, Vancouver style of reference for the book. Okay, so for if you are getting the material from an electronic book, you will just have to write the URL or DOI after the page numbers for the same book. Okay, so this was the reference for a book. Now for example, you are referencing a chapter in a book. Okay, at that time you will have to write the author's name with initials, then chapter title, not the book title, chapter title and in. Now this stand for who has edited the book. Okay, after this in you will have to write the editor's name. Now editor is different and the author is different. Okay, author is who has written that chapter and editor is who has edited the whole book. Okay, so after the chapter title comes the editor's name, then the book title, then edition, then place of publication, publisher, year of publication and page number. Okay, so this pattern is same as that of the reference style for the book, but what is the change over here? First comes the chapter title, then the name of the editor and then the book title. Okay, this you have to keep in mind. Now let us say this is a book where various chapters are included, given by different authors. Okay, okay, so we cannot open this. Fine, we will open this book and see. Okay, so now let us see, this is the book. Okay, so this book includes various chapters written by different authors. Okay, so now this is the Pharmaceutical Engineering Change Control, second edition. So this is the title, this is the title of the book, this is second edition. Okay, and editor is Simon G. Turner. It is published by Interpharm CRC Press. You can find the details over here. Okay, see, its address is given over here. It is printed in United States. Okay, the same book is also published. The same book can be published in Boca Raton, London, New York, Washington DC. So you can write any place of publication or anyone, like you can write it Boca Raton, London, New York, Washington DC, anything. Okay, and it is by CRC Press LLC and it is published in 2004. Okay, so this is the information about the book, and here you can see the contents of the book. Okay, now for example, you have taken any topic from this regulatory view, then you will have to write that page number. Okay, so now let us see how we are going to write the reference. So first it is the author's name with initials. Okay, so let us see who has written this. Karen Sides, he has written this chapter, case histories and anecdotes. Okay, so we have written his name, Sides K. The operational phase, it is the chapter title, you can see here. Okay, next is the in. Okay, it stands for who is the editor. Now we have seen Turner SG is the editor, then Pharmaceutical Engineering Change Control is the book title, second edition. It is published, place of publication is London, as I told you. As 4 sites are given, so you can write any site of publication. Then the publisher, Interfarm CRC Press, published in 2004, and page number is 51 to 58. Okay, so in this way you will write the chapter in the book, a reference for that thing. Okay, now let us see how to write a reference for a journal. Okay, let us see the basic thing. When the article, it has 1 to 6 authors. Okay, so you will first have to write author's surname with initials. Okay, you will write the author's name up to 6 authors. When it has more than 6 authors, then we'll see what you have to do. First we will see when there are 6 authors or less than 6 authors, then you will have to write the names of all the authors along with the initials. Okay, next comes the title of the article, then abbreviated title of the journal. Okay, now this abbreviated title of the journal you will get from NLM site, that I'll give in the that is given in the description box. Sorry, you have to write the journal's name in its abbreviated form. Okay, then what is the date of publication? You can write the full date or year and month, then semicolon, volume number in bracket. You don't have to give any space over here, immediately you have to write a bracket, issue number, close the bracket, colon, and page numbers. Okay, now many a times it is the requirement of the journals to write the DOI number at the end. Okay, now why you have to write the DOI number? Because it is unique for that journal. Okay, if you give the DOI, then it becomes more easy to identify what reference you have used. Okay, so nowadays it is recommended that at the end of page numbers you write the DOI for that particular journal. Okay, now let us see one article. Okay, now you can see here, see, this is the name or title of the article or journal, that is novel mechanisms and devices to enable successful transdermal drug delivery. It is published in the European Journal of Pharmaceutical Sciences. Its year of publication is 2001. Its volume is 14 and its page number is 101 to 114. Okay, the author is B.W. Berry. Now here you have only single author, right? So you will write only that name. Okay, now let us see how we are going to write the reference for this particular journal. So Berry B.W. it is the name, then novel mechanisms and devices to enable successful transdermal drug delivery, that is the title of the article. Next is C, you can see European Journal of Pharmaceutical Sciences, that is the abbreviated form. Okay, short form of the journal. It was published in 2001. Then the date June 14 semicolon 14 is the volume and the issue number is also 2001, then colon you are going to write the page numbers. Okay, so you can see it is the author's name with initial, title of the article, journal title, date of publication, volume, issue and page numbers. Okay, now when you have article with more than 6 authors, at that time you will have to write first the author's name up to the 6th author, and after that you are going to write et al. Et al means what? And all, means the 6 authors and all the rest of the authors. Then you will write the title of the article, abbreviated title of the journal, date of publication, semicolon, volume, issue number, colon and page numbers. Okay, so now let us see, this is one article who has more than 6 authors. Okay, see, now this is the title of the experiment, title of the article. Okay, now here you can see the authors, they are more than 6. Okay, this is the Journal of Mechanical Behavior of Biomedical Material, this is the journal name. Okay, then 1 to 4 is the volume, 2021 is the year of publication, as well as it is what you can say, issue number, and then is the article number. Okay, now let us see how you are going to write it. Okay, so first you are going to write the names of the first 6 authors. Okay, then et al, remaining one with the initials, then is the title of the article, then comes the journal title, okay, then comes the date of publication, volume, issue and page numbers. So in this way you will have to write the reference for a journal. If you have taken an article from the internet, then what you will have to do, you, as I told you, you will just have to write the DOI or the URL at the end of the reference. The whole thing will remain the same, okay, the pattern will remain the same, but you will have to write at the end the URL or the DI for the reference, okay. Now let us see how to write a reference for a pharmacopoeia. So first you will have to write the title of the work, then what is the edition, then volume, volume name, place of publication, publisher, year of publication, entry title, pages of entry. Means, for example, title of the work comes the United States of Pharmacopoeia National Formulary, okay, it is volume 1. Where it is published, place of publication is Rockville, United States Pharmacopoeial Convention, means it is the publisher. Then you will write the year of publication 2017, entry title means what you have referred on this page, that is collodium, okay, and then page numbers, that is page number 1076, okay. So this was all about the Vancouver referencing style, which is widely used in the medical field. So thank you for watching.